It's been 6 years since Inether Bailey-Holder got the first glimpse of the man accused of murdering her daughter. Sharleen Greaves, a 33-year-old real estate agent, was found stabbed to death in her office in Arnesville on November 13, 2015. On April 22, 2016, Veron Primus, then 29, of Vermont, appeared in court charged with Greaves' murder. Bailey-Holder was either inside or outside the courtroom for every hearing at all stages of Primus' trial, including for 27 days over the 13-month preliminary inquiry. And she was in court on Monday when a 12-member jury found Primus guilty of murdering her daughter.
She said, I feel good. But just one thing, I still don't know why. Still don't know why. Still don't know why. I would like to know the reason why. But I feel good because he's found guilty.
And you came to court, I believe, every day of the trial.
Every day.
You testified, and even before you
Yes.
testified, you were here.
Yes.
And after you testified, you
Yes.
came here every day.
Every day.
Why was it important for you to be here every day?
Because I just need to find out the reason why. And I need justice for my daughter. That's why I come every day. And if I have to do it again, I will do it all over again. And I will be here on the 21st of September.
For the sentence?
Yes, I will.
Primus escaped from prison twice in the 6 years that he spent awaiting his trial. During that time, he was also indicted in absentia for the murder of a 16-year-old girl in Brooklyn, New York in 2006. What have the last 7 years been like since your daughter was killed?
Hell. For me, it was hell, going through all of it and having to live and deal with it. I just wish I could have seen she walking coming through the gates, but I can't.
On Monday, Bailey-Holder waited inside the courtroom as the jury deliberated for 3.5 hours before returning the guilty verdict.
I was just there praying, telling the God above, saying, He know who do it. And just as long as I get justice is all I need.
And when you heard the guilty verdict, how did you feel?
Feel happy, feel glad. Just like I said, I just needed to know why.
So are you convinced, having listened to the case, that Primus is the person who killed your daughter?
Yes. Even though I still have a feeling that somebody else is involved, I know and I feel that he's the one that did the actual stabbing. He's the one that used the knife.
The grieving mother is hoping that Primus is jailed for a long time.
For me, I'd like him to go with a life or even death. Because nothing can bring she back. And he don't deserve to live.
Why do you say that?
No, he don't deserve to live because he take her life. And if she can't live, he shouldn't live.
Did you know Primus before he was arrested by the
No,
Primus
no,
Police,
never.
something like that?
Never know him before. Until when they tell me that he's going to be charged with my daughter. When I come in the morning and I see him by the serious offense code, that's when I get to know him.
So have you ever spoken to him at all?
Never. And I don't think I will ever.
So,
Only if it's for he to tell me the reason why he do it.
but outside of that, you don't want to know anything?
No, outside of that, I don't want to speak to him.
There were some uncomfortable moments for Bailey-Holder during the trial.
Well, I did not see all the photos from the crime scene and so, but I saw some that was re-showed. I just felt at some point in time I cried. I cried when I saw some of them, and when I listened to some of the testimonies, I cried. Real sad.
And what has given you strength over the last 7 years, and especially during this trial?
A photo that I have in my bag here of my daughter.
Do you mind showing it to us?
These two photos.
Is there something written on the back?
Yes, I just write that on the back. The date the case started and the date it ended. These two photos.
What is so special about these two photos?
This one is our passport, one of our passport, old passport photos. And this one is just One that, I don't know,
Just like it.
just like it. I like all, but I just mean to walk with this one. And this one is the passport photo.
Primus could not afford a lawyer, and the court appointed Michael Wiley to represent him. Were you surprised at all by the verdict?
Sure, I was. You know, no, there. Now, number one of the things that was failed to emphasize, the very day Sharleen was killed, she was threatened in the morning by people, 4 of whom were arrested. One of them, the police found his jean pants full of blood. And they never did anything about getting a DNA. One of the things.
But the police also said that all of those suspects had alibis.
What does alibi mean?
Well, that's what they said. I'm just reporting what they said in the trial.
Does alibi mean that they had alibis? Did they confirm these alibis?
But the jury accepted the case as presented by the prosecution.
Yeah, because they accepted because the judge was biased.
The Cronk's case hinged largely on the evidence of one of Primus's female relatives with whom he had a sexual relationship. The witness, who testified remotely and in camera, said Primus confessed to her that he killed Greaves.
He claimed that after he confessed, they continued to have sex. She said that she's so terrified with him. You be so terrified with someone and go and continue a sexual relationship with him? He asked all that. I was not allowed to ask any question about that.
Alicia Myers Primus, the wife of one of Primus's cousins and the sister of Graves' assistant, testified for the defense.
The prosecution, right? They did not ask one question to dispute Alicia's evidence. Not one question. All they did, they knew that what she said was right. So all they did was try to discredit her, right, by bringing up her relationship with her husband and a fight with her husband.
But the credibility of a witness is important in a criminal trial.
The credibility is important, but that has nothing to do. The credibility here had nothing to do with the case itself, with the question regarding what she said.
It spoke to the motivations of the witness.
Motivation, please.
Karim Nelson, an assistant director of public prosecution, led a prosecution team. The other members were Kalia Toney and John Baller. Councilor Nelson, do you have any comments on the case?
No.
Wiley said that he has taken the matter to the Court of Appeal.
Now, this certainly is going to be appeal in this matter. I mean, the Crown, they know that they don't pay for appeals, but I feel so outraged about this verdict that I'm going to do a pro bono appeal on this matter. It's crazy. They didn't, totally one-sided, totally biased decisions by the judge in this whole matter. And that's a ground of appeal, bias. And so that's what will happen.
But Bailey-Holder is happy that it is over, at least for now, and wants Graves to be remembered.
Just the way she was before she died. Before she was murdered, actually. Friendly, outgoing, well-spoken, and everything that she was about.
On September 21, Veron Primus might know what price he would pay for Graves' murder. Kenton Chance, Eyewitness News, Kingstown, St. Vincent.